Welcome to another episode of Design in Progress. We are back with Neon Nexus. We've made some changes since the last time, got a lot of good feedback on the last playtest. So there have been a cacophony of changes to the dice and how some parts of the game work, and also I updated some of the graphics so that they look prettier. Yay!
Cool.
Also, we're joined again by Zintis.
Hello.
Of many games we've played of yours so far. Actually, I think we've only
Have
played.
you?
No, we've only played the one. We had you on the schedule for another two,
Two.
and then they both ended up falling through before.
We didn't play the little itty bitty card game, the itty bitty space card game?
No, we didn't play that.
No?
We
What?
got
Okay.
yeah, we got to get you
Okay,
on the
great.
schedule for that. I think that might have been one of the ones where like you were just like, ah, crap, personal stuff is going on. I have to cancel. And I was like, no, go do
Oh,
do your
sure.
stuff.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
and I
had.
was like,
Yeah.
anyway. And then we're also joined by Will, my co-designer for Dungeons, but longtime friend and forced playtester of my games.
Nice.
Yeah. So Will has played this game quite a bit, so he knows the main gist of it. But some things have changed, and Zintis has never played. So I'm gonna start from the beginning, people. Welcome to Neon Nexus. It is a post-apocalyptic dice drafting roll and write city builder. So we are going to be in kind of a turn order. The lead player will roll these dice, and then they will draft one of them. The next player will draft a dice. The next player will draft two because it's a three-player game. So it's a snake draft, and then we'll go backwards to draft the rest of the dice. So the first person gets first pick, but they also get last pick. And there's the exact same number of dice as there are people playing. These dice are slightly different with what they have on them and in orientation. The only thing that is maybe not the most self-explanatory are these sides are either or. So when you're choosing these, you'll be able to say, okay, I'm going to make this is going to be a red, or it's going to be yellow. It's not both. The same is kind of true for this one. It can be a green or a red or a purple.
Okay.
So it gives you some
I see.
flexibility. And then this is the newest one. This can be red, or now instead of us just randomly drawing whenever we want new cards, there is going to be a market of 3 cards in the center. And if you like, instead of having to either complete one of your blueprints or passing the initiative, you can use this to only place one other hex with your other die that you draft, because you're drafting a pair of dice. And then with this one, you just get to pull one of these from the middle.
And those are like goals?
Yes, these are goals. I'm getting there. Sorry.
Okay.
So
okay.
the way that placement is going to work is you're going to draft, say, these 2 dice. This will let you make either a purple or a purple blue, basically domino, although you're going to be placing this domino on a hex grid. So somewhere on your board, in the beginning, starting at the center, you're going to have to place. Let's for argument's sake, say you chose blue purple. So you have to put a blue and a purple next to each other somewhere, and at the start of the game, this center point is going to be the only place you can place something next to. It's wild for placement, but not wild for anything else. So you build off of that center, but then the next time you go, let's say the next time you draft, I'm just going to try and get these random. You did this, you could then go, all right, I'm going to put a blue here and a red here. So you one of those 2 sides has to match an existing one or the center. So if for some reason you wanted to do red yellow, you'd have to be working off of the center to do red yellow, maybe in this direction. Does that make sense?
Wait, hold on. So I messed up something. So you have to always connect the previous color to an existing color?
Right. So
Okay.
like dominoes, you're going to be placing things in pairs, and at least one of them needs to connect to either a like color or the city center. So you could, with this die roll, you could do blue, yellow like this, or like this, or like this, because you're attaching this blue to an existing blue. Or if you wanted to do a red, yellow, it would have to the red or the yellow would have to connect to this city center, which is wild for placement.
What if your city center is surrounded?
Then you're fucked.
Okay, good
Yep.
to know.
You should not do that.
Okay.
It can happen, but also you are going to be drafting these dice out of the center, and more often than not, you're going to have at least one of everything. Although sometimes you might not. Sometimes you might not. So that's placement. The main thing that we're going to be working towards are these blueprints. You're going to start with 3 of them. You can draw them from this bag here. And they are notably flippable and also rotatable. And you just need to be able to place the blueprint over your map and go, I scored this, and then you can put it in your score pile, and you will score it at the end of the game. And when you do that, you can draw a new one. So you'll always have at least 3 blueprints that you're working towards. And once you score it, one goes away, you draw a new one.
Okay, and these are personal, and the ones in the middle are...
The ones in the middle are market. So when you draw a new one, you can draw any of these 3, or you can draw a random one.
And please remind me when you would draw a new one.
When you complete one, you draw a new one. So you always have at least 3. You can also, if sorry, let me rephrase that because of some of the new rules. Let me rephrase that. You redraw when you complete one if you have less than 3. Does that make sense?
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
Because there's the new way where you can use one of the dice sides to just draw one of these. So you might have 3 and be looking at this up here and going, you know what? I can, because of what I've got in my hand here, I can really like these are my cards here. I can really easily do this red, and this, where is it? This came up. You know what? Let me just do this, and I'm only going to place 1 hex this turn. And I'm going to grab this also. And now I have 4 that I'm going for because this is really easy for me to do. That might be something that I decide to do.
Can you flip them over? Or
you can.
You can rotate them.
You can flip. You can rotate however you want because they are on in real life. For the people at home, in real life, they're on clear mylar sheets. You can flip. You can rotate. You can make yourself happy however you want.
Okay.
The next big thing is if you do not like the cards that you are having in your hand. Maybe you've scored a couple, you've drawn a couple, and you're like, this is just not happening. You can pass this initiative because the initiative is going to be going around. The first player who's rolling and getting the first chance is going around. When it comes to you, and if you don't like your stuff at that point in time, you can pass that initiative and become the last person to choose and dump as many cards as you'd like into the discard and draw that many cards from the market or randomly. Up to you.
To 3, or if you have 4 or 5 in your hand, can you draw up to 4 or 5?
No, you can only draw up to the 3 if you're doing that. So
if you drop all 4, you only get 3. But what if you have 4 and you drop 2, you would only get 1?
No, you would. This is good questions because I haven't thought this through yet. We haven't been able to go above 3 up until this point. I would say if you drop all of them, you can only draw up to 3. But if you only drop like 1 or 2, you can replace those in kind. If that makes sense.
So if it's a full hand reset is 3, but if you don't do a full hand, then it's replaced.
Right. Then you're like, all right, I'm gonna get rid. I have 4 cards in my hand. I'm gonna get rid of 2 and draw 2 new ones. Yeah.
So I guess functionally, the most you can draw is 3 new ones.
Right.
Because it's either a completely fresh set of 3, or you had, I guess if you had 5 in your hand and you dropped 4. That's complicated. Okay, cool. Right. Cool. I get it. It makes sense.
Let's say up to 3 new ones. Let's go with that.
Okay.
That's probably the easiest way to do it.
Cool.
And then the final thing is, so we're going to be doing that scoring. There's 12 rounds, and you will notice, if you're counting, there are 24 clear areas in the center of your map. So if you're perfect, you don't lose any points. If you go into these outer bounds and cover up any of these negative ones, then you get minus points. So right now they are giving you no minus points. I did mean to change these icons and just forgot. Haven't gotten to that yet. So basically, if you put a hex into any of these -1s, it's -1. That's a radioactive exclusion zone outside of your city bounds. But it's a post-apocalyptic, so maybe we put some apartments out there, and it's only a little bit of radiation, right? No big deal.
Yeah.
So there will be some minus points for that at the end of the game if you go out there, but there will also be some positive points depending on the colors. So the colors are representative of different types of things that you might see in a city. Like red is residential, and you will get 1 point for each area that is separate from other red areas that has at least 3. So you want kind of small neighborhoods spread out throughout. This is also the most common. We're going to go from most common to least common, and thus the hardest to get extra points from to the easiest to get extra points from. The yellow is then the corporate, giant skyscrapers. That one we're all going to be competing with each other. So you will get 3 points from that if you have more than every other player. Then the purple is commercial. It wants to be near residential, so it has somebody to do the shopping. And you're going to get 1 point per pair of residential that are next to that commercial. So you could hypothetically get up to 3 points from a purple space if it was entirely surrounded by residential, although that is rare.
How is that possible? Because you have to connect all the purples, right?
Right. Well, you could place, like for instance, you could place,
Like this.
a purple and a red, and then a purple and something else, and then something else, and then a purple, and then it's possible. You kind of have to like snake your way out and back, and that's why I said it's not very likely. It is hypothetically possible. I have only ever gotten 2 points off of a purple, but there is a world that exists where if you were zigzagging enough, you could get that many.
Okay.
Blue is just rivers, lakes, some nice pretty things for your people to look at. And you're just going to get 1 point for your largest chunk, whether that's a long or a big old fat blob. You just get 1 point per in the largest one contiguous chunk of it. So you want those all together if possible. The forests will turn these negative ones in the exclusion zones into positive ones. So they're basically worth 2 points if you put them out in the exclusion zone. If that makes sense. They nullify the negative and then also give you a point. And then the gray / black / very dark color is giant GPU cryptocurrency mining towers, and they just give you a point.
Okay.
But they are super rare. The dice and all of the blueprints have a similar or almost the same distribution where there are many reds, slightly less yellow, slightly less purple, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. Hypothetically in a balanced way.
Okay.
So we'll do that. It'll take us 12 rounds. Once things get going, it does tend to go pretty quickly.
So 12 rounds of 2 dice a round?
Exactly.
Okay, great.
It should be, so go ahead and Will, did you draw your 3 yet?
Not yet, but I do have a question before we start.
Okay. Question away.
Okay. How do you establish priority in picking when 2 players have both decided they want a new tile?
Let's go with turn order.
So the person so whoever is the chess piece gets to pick first.
Yep, and then in turn order. Yeah.
Okay.
Whoever has
we
priority.
Take 1 minute for me to get a drink?
Yep. Yeah. Go get a drink, and
I'll be right back.
Yep. Any other questions, Will?
Clarifying question, because I'm pretty sure you said this. I just want to make sure I heard right. So if you have 4 in your hand and you score one of them, you don't draw a new one. You have to be under 3 to draw a new one from score.
Yes. For now, that's how I'm going to go about with it.
Makes sense.
Go about for it. My brain isn't working right now. We're doing that right now, and we'll go from there. If for some reason that feels super horrible, we might change it. But for now, I'm going with that.
No, that makes sense. I think that's also how I agree with starting that way. That
Right.
seems
And honestly, I think
complicated.
people are pretty infrequently going to be choose a new one from the center because red is so common and in so many different blueprints that usually you can usually use a red somewhere. But I can also see, I'm looking at my board right now and I'm like, hmm,
I
I have a
recall
lot of red here in this. So if I do this, I could probably do that. Like, yeah, maybe it'd be worth it.
we're only drawing 3. We're not drawing and
Yes,
discarding.
gone are the days of drawing 6 and discarding down to 3 because it added like 10 minutes at the start of the game because everyone wanted to figure out
Went to think real hard.
the most optimal way for them to layer 3 of those 6 and get points at it. And I was like, you know what? Let's make people fight for it.
Not too bad.
I will say,
Realize the rule you forgot to mention to Zinta. Sorry, I didn't want to forget that. You
yep,
forgot the rule to mention to him, which is you must place a die to score a card.
yes,
So we should
yes, I will.
mention that.
I will also apologize because of the new art and the way that I organized it within the hexes. The 60 degrees is no longer the proper way, so you're gonna have to set it to 30 and hit it 2 times every time you want to rotate. And I apologize for that. It is a happenstance of TTS, Will made a good point, which is the only thing that I forgot to tell you, Zentis, is in order to score a blueprint, you have to have impacted that pattern in that turn. So you can't like draw into a pattern and be like, oh, I have this on my board. Great, I just score it.
Okay.
You have to have done it on purpose.
Okay.
With that, I'm going to name my city, and then we can start. Apply.
You have to name it?
You don't have to name it. It's more fun if you do.
Okay.
This is Voidberg. And that's not ominous at all. Nothing bad will happen in Voidberg, surely. Alrighty. Well, I'm gonna go ahead and do the first initiative. I'm gonna roll these up. And Yahtzee. I am going to grab this blue.
Do we wait? So it's a snake draft?
Yep, snake draft. So
before?
yep. So you're after me, right, Zin?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So you'll just pick one of these, and then will pick 2, and then you'll pick 1, and then I'll pick 1, or be stuck with the last one.
Okay. And this is one of 3.
Yep. You get to choose one of those 3 colors.
Oh.
Yep.
Oops. Those are.
You can. Yeah. You can just. Yeah. There you go. Perfect.
I accidentally rolled these, but I was picking them for the reds anyway, so I'm not putting them back.
Okay, great. I trust you, William.
Oh,
certainly.
That's me.
It's back to you. Yep.
So this is yellow, green. Okay, sure.
Okay. All right. So now you'll choose one color from each of these, and then you'll have to place at least one of them next to the city center, and then the other one next to that one.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. So I can do
this,
yellow.
I'm trying to do this, right? And that'll be the city center, so I'm going to go up to...
Where are my snap points?
Oh, yeah.
Come on, give me snap points. Anyway.
I kept messing with the size of things, and the snap points kept getting messed up, and I was just like, I will do snap points one day.
All right.
All right, so I am done. That's there, and that is the first.
You're not done yet. Get those
turn.
out of here. How'd you make the transparencies? Are those tiles?
No, yes, they are tiles. If you import a PNG as a tile and it has transparencies, as long as all of your lines are thick enough, it will cut out the transparencies and leave everything else.
Oh, weird.
Yeah,
Okay.
I had much thinner lines originally, and it totally effed it up. So I had to redo all of the tiles with thicker lines. While I was doing that, I was like, well, I might as well also redo the icons because I was never happy with the icons. So
right. Can you have disconnected things, like things just floating but they're still.
That is.
structure.
I think you hypothetically can actually.
Ooh, okay. For the next time I want to make a prototype that can't be actually made in real life, I'll do that.
Perfect.
I will grab this yellow, blue, gray.
All right, sorry,
gray
I'm
is
coloring my round 1. Okay, which one do I want? I want this one.
Okay. I want to rethink my life decisions. Can we do that?
Anytime.
So, okay, let's go with this and this. It's to you, Will.
This one.
All right. Blue, yellow, classic combo.
And I am doing
Oh,
red, yellow there.
No snap points. Things aren't locked. What's going on? What's going on in here?
Oh my gosh. Oh.
All your secrets being revealed.
Yeah, it's also like I've been so focused on dungeons and Fleets of Kythera for the past couple months that like this has just been sitting here. I'm like, I fixed a bunch of stuff and then just left it and did not do any checking this morning to like, okay, did I like lock things? Are there snap points? It did.
It'll be fine.
None
Everything's
of it.
fine.
I was like, I totally did enough, right? It was fine. All right.
Oh yeah. Does that go to? Wait.
Oh no, it does go to Will.
Here.
You're totally
Your city
right.
name is here.
Where do you live?
I thought you were from. I thought you was from
You
there.
are here. You are here. Werewolf. Werewolf.
Their wolf. Their castle.
All right, let me zoom in and see what we have here.
Why are you talking about me? If somebody could roll some freaking grays, that would be phenomenal.
Why do you want grays?
Oh,
you need 2 grays.
That's what I drew. I need 2 of them.
Oh, and the rule is that you have to connect the color to same color, right?
When you're placing, if it's outside the bounds. So yeah, I couldn't like just put a gray here, for instance. I would have to do a purple.
What do you mean outside bounds?
Like you couldn't put a gray right here, for instance.
Okay.
You would have to do like a blue and a gray, or a yellow and a gray, or you'd have to do work out, from the center. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So that is also though why they're worth many, many more points for fewer.
Oh, I'm the snake. Now I am the snake. You guys are in trouble.
You are the snake.
All right. I'm good.
All right, William. Don't screw me over.
You finished the snake. It goes back to you, and then I pick last one.
Yay! That makes me happy. All right, so I'm doing gray blue. This way. Gray blue. I'm working on like all of them at the same time. It's a horrible way to do this, but it's fine. All done, Will?
All right.
All done.
All right. I gotta take this gray.
Gotta take the gray.
Gotta make this happen.
Okay, so just remind me that the grid symbol means you draft a tile.
Right. You can put a red down as normal, or you can take one of these tiles or a random tile, and then you'll only be placing 1 hex during that next turn. So then it would obviously have to be next to a like color.
And you can also just like take a hex instead of drafting, or instead of playing a tile. Is that what it was before? Is that the only way to get the hexes?
When you finish scoring, you'll get a new one. So you'll always have at least 3.
Okay.
And then if you want to pass initiative, you can dump cards from your hand and then draw new ones. So like I just rolled and it'll be now your turn. If you're not happy with the cards that you have in your hand, you could be like, fuck this, let me get rid of some of these. And you would pass this to Will instead of rolling, and you would draw cards.
Okay.
Or discard and then draw cards. To using, to you, Will.
Oh, okay.
I just took both mine.
Oh, you took both. Yeah. Okay.
I need to make new plans somehow. Guess I take this one.
Perfect. It's like
green.
Kismet.
Yellow's done. I did it. I won the game.
Gray and a purple.
And
And I have provided everyone with bags to throw their scoring things into.
what
so,
are scoring things?
So
Oh, the ones you scored.
Yep. So like I have just scored this one, this gray and blue, bloop, and I'm gonna take it. I'm gonna throw it here, and I am gonna grab this, and then we'll get a new one here. Ooh, that's a lot of green out there. Someone could do very well for themselves.
Okay, so I got my blue nonsense going. Blues and yellows.
This one.
But 4 points is pretty.
I get to pick any of these. Yeah, actually, that's another question. Jake, you and I both scored at the same time.
Yeah.
Why did you get to pick one of these first?
Because I have
Because
initiative.
Because you have initiative. Okay, again, just clarifying.
Yep.
That
in initiative order. I just did it and should have waited, you're right, to be like, okay, who has scored? All right, now I have the initiative. Let's do it in order. Yeah.
So do I?
For example,
also
I'm one away from getting
one?
that, so I would have definitely taken it given the choice.
Right. Did Zintis also score?
Yep.
All right, so you get to choose one of these now.
Okay.
Okay. Now, Will, you get to score. Or now you get to
Now score.
Okay.
And I'll take this one.
Yeah. So that part is a little bit slower than it used to be, but we have sped up a lot of other parts, so I don't feel as bad. And then I will pass initiative. And that is
Okay.
turn 3 and turn 4. We are a quarter of the way through the game.
Ciao. Now what do I do? I think you just always take the triples, right?
Yeah, almost always. They used to be like a full wild, and you get anything you wanted. It was just, it's like, oh, you always take that. And then now the triples is like, I can see some small times where you wouldn't, but, I'm not panicking. I'm just thinking. I'm the end of the snake, right?
Yep.
Sweet. I'm gonna take this and this.
Okay. This is what I got.
All right. I'm gonna double check this, but I think I score all of mine at the same time.
Oh, geez.
Yes.
Wow. You impacted all of them?
Yes. Yep, by building these two right here, I impact all 3.
Okay, they are they are all reds. Makes me feel a little bit better. That is amazing though. I have not scored, and I don't think Zintis is scoring.
We're working on it. We're almost there, but not yet.
So yeah, you go ahead, Will.
All right, I'm just seeing. I'm not picking this one. I'm seeing if I can pick it.
Okay.
I'm seeing if it works with what I already have. I don't think it does. Okay, that would work. I will take this one because I could conceivably make it work.
do it.
Okay, what do I have to do to make this work? Literally anything. No, I can't do that one. That one, sure. I'll take this because I could make that happen.
Okay. Ooh. Yeah, you can make that work.
Sure, why not? Let's try it. And then I get this, right?
Ooh, yeah. Yep, and then you get that. Ooh, that is a lot of purple. I can probably make that work.
All right, I am thinking for a second, so just bear.
Yeah, no, you just got a bunch of new stuff. It's okay. Take your time. The problem's gonna be getting it yellow there. I'm gonna have to like.
Could I place the green now if I wanted to? Only with connections. Okay, are there purple or greens in here for me to take?
Yeah, there's a green.
There is a green.
1 green and 1 purple.
Yeah, I'm going to take the purple because you all could mess me up and make it so I couldn't get the green.
Yeah, and you're being a jerk by taking that purple. I kind of need that.
Well, less jerk, more playing correctly.
that makes sense.
Because I need it. But yes, it's your turn now because I
can do this because it lets me hopefully score this then. Okay. And get rid of this and get some new stuff. So I really like that.
I don't love this, but
you do get you are the snake, so you get 2 things.
Okay, question. So if I put something here, I can't place any more blues ever again.
No, you can. It would just have to be the second thing you placed, right?
Well, I mean, like if I cover this with something else that's
Right.
not blue.
Right, but you could do like green. The first one you place has to match something that's next to it, but the second one can be anything and doesn't need to be part of.
What?
So like
What?
this would need to be a blue, a yellow, or a red. But then the next one you place could be any of the 6 colors. I think maybe I said something.
You could do this because the blue's connecting.
Right.
Sure, but what I'm trying to say is that like
connecting,
if I put a red here, which I am going to do,
right,
in future turns, where do the blues go?
You could do like this.
Because the rules that the first one has to match.
Right, the first one has to
be
match.
on the middle.
Okay. The middle or match. But then you could do like purple connecting to the city center, and then a blue, and then you could do another blue here and a blue here.
Oh, only one of the pair has to match.
Only one of the pair. The first one you put down has to match. After that,
that's it.
Yep.
Oh, okay.
You were making it more complicated on yourself. So
sorry.
sorry.
Yeah, way more.
I'm so sorry.
So much more. All right, I'm good. Okay, I picked.
Okay. And then it's back to me. You can do this, yeah.
I will take the freebie green, I guess, because
I'm gonna do a blue there, and then a yellow. I score this one. Ka-chow. And I will wait to make sure that everybody else is done scoring, since I am not the first in initiative.
I'm not scoring. I want to put that out there.
Are you scoring, Zin, or no?
I am.
Okay.
I just need to put my other tile down.
But I would go before you anyway, because it's Will and then me and then
Here?
you. So I'm going to grab this and refill for you, and then you can choose one of these. Man, we got a lot of green coming up. Jeez.
All right, so I'm gonna do this one, and I just put that in the bag, right?
Yeah, when you score it, yeah.
Okay. And then I will grab me a tree. Okay.
Nice.
And this goes back here.
I
like how whenever you draw a card,
it's Jake's because I just
right.
gave it.
Oh, I had wheeled. Okay,
Right.
yeah. Okay.
Ooh, this is real juicy for me. Oh crap! I really want to get that. Okay, let's roll. Yeah, I'm gonna do this.
Yes, it just hit that, so you can guarantee
This is the exact point in time where you would want that. It's like freaking 8 points for me, and I have it basically on the board, and want to do that purple there anyway.
So if we take both of these and don't let him have either one, he can't score it this time.
You'd be a jerk to do it, but you should. There is a very small amount of hate drafting if you like that.
Oh, because you
don't have to do hate drafting, because I hypothetically on my turn I can grab this with this die, and then if I have a purple I can just place the purple there and score it right away.
One more thing. When you place the 2 tokens, do they have to be next to each other?
Yes. So
Yes.
you're making a domino.
I've been cheating in a different way.
Okay, great.
Because I didn't. Okay, because you were saying you said as a domino, but you didn't say you had to play it as a domino.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
Okay, anyway. Okay.
It is a very hard thing to convey, and in real life, when you're sitting at a table and show somebody, it's very apparent and easy to understand. And somehow using words to convey it and trying to explain it quickly in TTS, it gets totally bad.
All right. Well,
totally.
I can't win this game because I cheated a lot, and
I'm sure it's fine. But now you know for next time.
Yes. Yeah. I guess I'll take this one. Okay.
Okay. I promise this is not hate drafting. I need the purple to score.
Okay.
I totally believe you, William.
Well, I want to score this one, and I need a purple to do it.
It's okay. I need this blue one way or another. So, so yes, I am gonna take this, and I'm gonna just throw a blue here. It actually makes my life rather easy.
Green. Oh, not yellow.
That is
Green.
spicy.
Red.
That is a spicy, spicy meatball.
Okay. So I got my guy.
I do feel like it probably means people pass initiative actually significantly less because that's an option. But it is nice that there's at least an option like that, and the market means that you're almost never going to pass initiative, probably. But
so you took a tile?
yes, I did. Sorry.
Okay.
And I took it
What do
during.
we
I took it during before scoring even happened, so I was able to take it first. Yeah.
Hold on. I need to do some flipping,
Yep,
flopping.
yep, yep.
Figure this out. How does this go? Like that? Okay. Now I'm in
6, 7, 8,
I'm in
9,
the
10,
danger
11,
zone.
12,
Okay, well, I'm taking it. We're gonna build in the danger zone.
Uh-huh. The exclusion zone. All right, so we should be.
So, since I'm last in order, I will hold my pulling of something because I'm the last one. I would be the last one to get to pick.
Mhm.
If anyone hopes.
Okay. And
So
we're
do
on
I get to pick now?
round
Yes. Now you
6?
get to pick. Yeah.
Okay.
This is round 8.
8. Okay. All right. What am I doing?
I'll take this one.
Okay.
What am I doing? I need this one. Okay.
Me now?
You now, brown cow.
Okay, the reds. Reds would be great. There is a red. Should I take the red? Because I'll probably get a red later. Can I ever score this that way? No.
No.
I don't get to double take though, right?
No, I'm the double taker today.
Okay. There are no greens.
No.
No greens.
No
Then I will
greens.
take.
Delightful. I'm going to take the S, and I'm going to take the S because it makes me happy and it makes me double. Not quite double score, but it does mean. That I single score and I'm much closer to. So I can boo a purple there and then go down to a purple here. Which allows me to score this big old boy. But because I'm above 3, I don't get to draw a new one.
I'm going to take this one.
Oh, it does. I do get to also score that one. I knew I got to double score. I'm scoring that one too. There we go.
Because by
All
doing
right,
that,
so,
I can
but
cancel out my -1 by scoring a purple's
right.
special ability.
But I'm last in order. Is anybody else drawing new?
I am drawing new.
Okay, I will let you go before me.
I'm looking at this. I'm not necessarily taking it.
I also want to look at that.
Yellow.
Might be able to do something with that.
Blue.
I could pull this off. It'd be tough, but I could. Oh, I'm gonna take it.
You are.
Because I could do it. Maybe.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Great.
Because I can score that's better than taking a unknown.
Yeah.
This is we're finishing round 8 right now, right?
Yeah. Okay. This
All
is
right,
the gods are just like handing me purples, so I'm just gonna keep scoring them.
Like they were with reds, and I was like, all right,
yeah.
gotta knock
Or there was that one game where you just drew like every single yellow purple combo card that was in the entire deck you got, and you just were like yellow purple. What the hell is happening over there?
All right, what do I want?
Okay, so this
I probably want more yellow, maybe.
More like this.
Yeah, I want this one, and I take the other one as well.
Are you taking 2? Yeah. If you would go up to if you score twice, you get to go back up to 3. Yes.
Okay.
So I get this now. Yes.
Yes. The initiative goes to you. I'll scribble out number 8. Right.
Yeah. Let's finish 8. We're about to start 9.
Okay.
Okay. Thinking time. Thinking hat. Are there greens? There is one green.
Or purple.
And how many yellows are there? 2 yellows.
That's the other thing. Is Okay,
Is that worth
that's
4?
the best way to do it.
7.
Okay. Because I have to put one there anyway, and then it's just one extra. Okay. But
I'll take this.
okay, I have no chance of double purpling it up. So no chance of double redding it up. Shit.
You could if no one picked the other red.
Oh,
There are 2 reds.
I thought you took that red. Never mind.
No, I took the yellow-green. I took the yellow-green.
Okay.
Uh-oh.
I'm gonna take this because I know you have a need for grays, so it's significantly more likely to get chosen. And then it will go to Zintis, and you get to take 2.
Okay. Hold on. I was doing so well with the spatial reasoning, and then
This is the last like quarter of the game or last third of the game is when everything starts to fall apart, and you're like, "Wow, I made some
Okay.
really bad decisions earlier on in this game, didn't I?"
how was I supposed to know that these tiles were going to show up and just be impossible,
Right.
straight up
Right.
impossible?
You're like, God,
Where is my crystal ball when you needed it?
Hold
God,
on.
I'm so stupid. Ugh.
God, why can't I just see the future? Oh my God. How do I do this?
Okay, good. I just realized I can get the die I need. Perfect.
Delightful. It's hypothetically
Only-
possible.
Mostly because I want a blue, and you're going to take a red, so
Right.
I know that there's going to be a blue left.
Yes, it's highly likely. I mean,
Like you're more than one. Actually, you know what?
Okay,
Go ahead.
okay.
Please draft the blues away from me. I'll take the yellow red
wait a second.
because I can also make that work. I think.
And you got a lot of people in your city over there.
Yeah, I do need to get like one more red in this vicinity.
We need a monorail from your city to my city so you can do all the shopping.
And
I'm not winning yellow at all though. Jeez.
Yeah, I thought about grabbing yellows. Like maybe I can win it.
No.
Not going to happen.
Like, no, never mind.
no.
Since like I got that on lockdown.
Yes, by accident. I mean purpose. On purpose.
Totally a strategy. Definitely.
Definitely yellow. What do I do? Oh my God, my tiles are so bad now. I didn't realize that I couldn't do that thing I thought I could do. Is there a red? Oh, there is a red. Okay.
Curses.
Okay. All right, we're good.
Foil again.
Foiled. That's okay. I can maybe make use of this purple.
Oh,
Get an
nice.
extra point out of it.
Great.
So I need a red here and a red here. So the problem is
Got one.
that actually I don't think I can make that purple useful.
And
in any
I
way,
picked
shape, or
tiles
form.
last.
So I
Anybody-
scored and I'm first, so I get to pick.
Yeah, I think
Mhm.
it's fudge sickles. Damn it. Mother frickin' piece of monkeys. I mean, I guess I put it there because it's the least bad thing, and oh no, yeah. That it'll get me a point. Okay, we're good. I was just being dumb. So I do a red there, connecting to that, and then this purple goes here. So I'll lose 2 points, but I'll gain 1 point back for that. Sweet. All right.
Ooh, actually, never mind. I'm giving this one back. Or no, sorry. This is the one I give back to keep this one.
Oh, okay.
I decide which one I wanted.
I believe you. I am not getting a new one, but Zin is.
What am I gonna do?
And that is round 9.
I guess this is okay.
You can take a random one from here if you want to give it the lucky draw.
No. I do like lucky draws. That's true.
It is. There's a lot in there. And you're about to have initiative, so you can pass the initiative if you really.
All right, let's do it. Give me that. What's this?
It's not horrible.
Okay. We'll figure out something.
Alrighty, so I have the initiative. I shall roll my die. And I would like
There's a lot of greens showing up.
a lot of purples too. I would like a purple. That would make me happy. You know what? I just realized that I was dumb about this, and I could totally have scored it
You scored that because of rotating it.
by flipping.
Well, you didn't impact it this turn.
No, I'm saying I scored that, but I'll
Okay.
I'll draw randomly as recompense.
I mean,
Okay. I will grab this one. All right.
so does that mean there are no greens left?
I get a gray there,
right? There are no more greens here. I'm not blind.
No, I believe that is a true statement that you have made.
Wow, I really needed one of those greens to remain, but it didn't, and I am so sad because of it. But I can get whatever I want otherwise out of it, and I will take. That won't be touching 2 reds. Sure.
Which is really funny because then I could have put the purple here and not gotten a -1 point. God damn it! I'm so dumb at my own game.
I'm gonna take.
That's what you got to do.
That doesn't work any. Sure, we'll do. No, I have to take. Yes, this one. And this one, William, take the colors you were thinking about. Don't be fussy and don't.
And I guess I don't have
overthink
much
it.
of a choice. And
Delightful.
now what?
So I can do 1 purple here, 1 purple here. Score both of these. This, oop, and this. Score. So dump these 2, and I have the priority, so I am going to take new ones as I see fit. Although we're going into the home stretch here, so there's I could make that one work, so I'm gonna grab that. I don't think I can make that one work. So this one's pretty darn easy to just throw blue somewhere connected to these vaguely. So I'm gonna grab that one. Alrighty. I pass initiative. I put my dice in the middle.
Okay. Let's roll them dice. Uh-oh. Okay.
And that was 10, right, Will?
Yes. This roll and my roll are the ones remaining.
Okay.
Even if I did that, that still won't come through. Okay. So I need. I think I need this. Okay.
Okay. Take this one, I think. What's going to score me the most? I think that one is. Wait.
Go ahead.
That's not the one I want. I want. I've been thinking wrong for all this time. I didn't need the green last round.
Is it to me yet?
No.
Or are you just panicking?
I'm panicking.
I'm
gonna take this.
Okay, I'm gonna take this and this.
I'm gonna take this.
All right.
Just gonna stack some.
Oh, I was yellow purple.
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
There we go.
Right, I am scoring, but I'm last.
I am gonna score this.
So unless into scores I pick, then you pick.
Correct. Correct. that one if possible.
And the CC does not count as anything, right?
Counts as nothing. It's only wild for placement.
Okay. So I can't do that. Oh, I could do that. And then, oh, but I can't do that. Ugh. I guess this is fine. I'll go here, and I'll lose a point, because why not? All right.
Alrighty.
I think so. I think I got it right.
Are you scoring?
Yep. It's going to be right
Then I will
There.
hold
there.
until
You got it. Yep.
Okay. And then I want something that I could maybe do one day.
Right. And there's only notably there's only one choice left. Or one choice. One roll of the die left. So you'd have to be able to do it with only 2 dice that you can place next to each other.
Okay. Then that.
It's very probable that you will not be able to. That happens a lot at the end. We're just like, yep, and this last one is just for poops and giggles.
That.
I think you definitely can't do this one. You might be able to do this one, and then
I can
you
do
might
this
be able
one.
to
This one would be
do-
the easiest to do, I think.
Yeah, and
That's worth
and
5
it's 5
points.
points.
This one's worth 6.
Yeah, for this one, you'd have to get purple red right here.
Yeah.
Whereas that
All right.
you just need
I'll just
a red here.
Yeah, I'll hedge me a bet. Okay.
Okay, pull that out. Well, I sure can't score that, so I'm taking this one.
Let's see what the. Ooh. Yeah, I'm gonna grab this one because I might be able to do some chicanery here, because it. Come on. Yeah, if I go.
Oh, do we have to hand these back in, right? You guys are all picking.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just entertaining myself.
Yep, and then Will is the last one. Could hypothetically do both of these if I got the right die.
Okay, I'm last.
You are the last person to roll the dice.
Cool. I am going
Unless you want to pass initiative.
pass initiative to drop this, discard that, and take this. I think it's also possible I could score that.
Aha.
So I'm going to do that.
Okay. I don't think I want to pass initiative, so I'm gonna roll. And I am going to grab this blue.
Okay. So I need a red to get my stuff done.
Mm-hmm.
Red, gray. Okay.
Okay. So Jake took a blue, so that makes it easy. I can't score this one. There are no yellows. I can't score this one. So what do I take that lets me score this one? I need a red in order to do it, and I need a purple to connect it. So that's pretty darn easy for me. I'm going to take the one that doesn't give someone a free gray, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
That's everything.
Okay. And greens. We like greens in the exclusion zone. Those
Greens in exclusion zone get you a point as opposed to losing you a point.
Okay.
So they are very good if you're going to put something in the exclusion zone.
I can't get it there. Oh, okay. Yeah, I think it doesn't really matter. I'll just take the green away. Okay.
Oh, it matters to me. I very much wanted this blue-red. Because I can put a blue here and then a red here, and I can score this and also this. Which means I score this.
Got one.
And this. And that's the end of the game. So let's go through endgame scoring, and then we'll do blueprints at the end. So I got 1 residential point. I did not get any corpo points.
3 for me.
Yep. You got 1 commercial point
1
here from that.
Yep.
Yep.
2 hydro,
also
0
got
forest.
I
3 hex
got
coin.
4 hydro, 0 forest. I got 4 for my hex coins. And then exclusion zone, I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. -5 for my exclusion zone. Yowza.
Uh-oh.
Me too. I want to clarify something about the purples, because as you know, I argue about. So this one right here, that's only 1 point. I don't get 2 points for that one because it's unique pairs.
Unique pairs, yeah. So you get 1 point from that one, 1 point from that
And
one,
1
1 point from that one, and no points for either of these. Yep.
You're just making sure I don't get 4.
Yep. And then I gotta pull all these out. Ooh, there's a lot. Actually scored quite well. Jeez, that's 16.
What is this?
All right. My tabletop simulator is just having a horrible time loading up all those images.
Oh, sorry.
It's okay. It's okay. Eventually it'll wake up, and then I can keep figuring this out. All right. I'm surprised that it doesn't load all the image assets right off the bat, but whatever.
Right. Who's to say,
5, 4, 4, and
Wow.
6.
That is the highest I've ever scored off of blueprints.
5 and 5.
I don't actually know what the highest score of bloopers. I don't think I got my highest though. I didn't do great. Because I'm pretty sure I always pass 50 or 60, and I did not hit 50.
Yeah.
Sucks for me.
Usually I'm like mid 40s, mid to mid 50s, and I got 60 off of blueprints alone.
Jeez.
Oh wow!
All of these purples really, really stacked up for me.
Yeah.
Especially because I had so many. I had these grays being able to overlap really, really got it for me because they were both worth 8.
You also got a lot of blueprints. You have a shocking number of blueprints.
Yeah, I got fuck ton of blueprints this time. Being able to choose from 3 is so good. I mean, it definitely adds some extra strategy
45.
and some extra like, ooh, yeah, I definitely want that one. I'm gonna make sure that
I am at 52 points. 52.
Nice. That is a respectable score.
Okay.
We did it. Huzzah!
Cool. Yeah. So where's this project at?
This one is
What's the plan?
basically done. I just need to do some more graphic design because I have done most of this graphic design. I had a graphic designer do like a rules booklet, but the rules have changed since then, so I have to go back and edit that and figure that out. And then the hope is actually that this would be the first one that I would be solo publishing under Red Tail Games. So the hope is that come March or April next year that this will be up on Kickstarter. People will be able to secure it for themselves. So I feel like those changes went really well. I'm gonna ask Will how he felt about the changes, and then I'll ask you how you felt about the game in general. And so Will, changes. What did you like? What did you not like?
Okay, so mixed feelings, generally positive, is the overarching title.
That's good.
No, so I think I like the change. In general, I like the change. I think for me, the change I liked the least was the lack of hand selection at the beginning, because for the way that I played, the way that I got set up was because I had 3 majority red pieces to start. That looks good, but it basically sets you down a small score path, and you have to actively decide to get colors that you have no colors of on the board the first time you score, which is so counterintuitive.
Yeah,
and really
it is a hard thing if you get stuck with all three being all reds with no other. I just think that that's probably pretty rare, honestly. Like,
that's the thing is, like, that's what I'm trying to figure out is how likely is it that you get set with 3 red or 3 yellows, and not all, but one. Like I think I had 2. Yeah, I had like 2 that were all red and 1 that was red and blue.
Right. And I think
Or
that's
some-
going to be part of like learning the
Red and yellow.
learning the strategy of the game, which is like your reds and your yellows are fast, small scoring ones. So you need to be thinking of them more as like, okay, I will score this quickly. It will only get me 3 or 4 points, and then I can get something else and be working towards something else. And kind of setting up like, okay, I'm going to get a little chunk of red here and a little chunk of red here. That'll get me 2 points later on in the game, as opposed to being like, I'm going to have a city with just people in it and it will be fine. You know, like, it is, I will agree. It is like it's definitely a strategy that you need to be cognizant of. You can't just be like, this will work and everything will be fine, you know?
Yeah, it I'm trying to figure out if that's a good players will know better, but new players will fall into this trap. And that I don't know if that's a thing you want. The selection mitigates that because you have the option of 3 or random to pick from later that can adjust. The issue there is you're never going to you'd be lucky to score. I don't think you can ever score in round 2. Realistically, I'm not sure there are any cards that let you score in round 2. It's close. You could theoretically score this in round 2.
Yeah, there are plenty of cards that let you score in round 2. Like, there's quite a few cards that are only 3. Like, hypothetically, I could score this in round 2. Like, there's nothing saying I couldn't. Like,
right.
There are many cards. Like, I could score this in round 2. I could score this in round 2. I could score this. Like, it's like, is it realistic? No, but almost anything that is 4, if they're connected, you could score in round 2.
To follow the thought, you're almost definitely not going to score in round 2. Is it possible? Yes, but is it likely? No.
Right.
You're most likely to score for the first time in the 3rd or 4th round, which means, and everyone else is as well. So whoever has priority in the 3rd round gets priority in picking a new tile and can plan around that better.
Right. I mean, and I think that's where this new dice side actually starts to really shine, is during that maybe even first turn or second turn, if you're noticing I'm not going to score and it looks like no one else is scoring, but I can look at my board and look at the things that I have and be like, I think that if I like combine these with one of those up there, that will like leapfrog me out into the ether, and that taking one of these early might actually set you up really well. The other thing is to say, like, to give into some clarity, it used to be that there were 2 piles. One was all single color and one was all multicolor. You got 3 of each of those, and then drafted yourself, like discarded down to 3 of whatever you wanted. And that usually takes people like 5 to 6 minutes because everyone wants to figure out the exact optimal thing.
Right.
So we're making a pretty big leap in like, okay, now there's just 1 pile and you're just drawing 3 and those are what you're stuck with. I think I want to test it here at you're just stuck with those 3 for now, and if need be, open it up to like, okay, you draw 4 at the beginning and you discard 1 of them, because people will still do a little bit of the like, does this work, does this work, can I layer anything? But giving people all 6 was just way too much. So I mean, even I will say, Will, you hopped on, and the 3 that I had at the beginning, I was like, this is rough, because it was like this and this and this, I think, and I was just like, none of these connect. I think this is a horrible starting hand, and it ended up being totally great. I just had to like actually figure it out where it went and how it, how it connected. And so I think it bears more testing. I see what you're saying, Will. It is good feedback and something to definitely be keeping in mind as we go forward.
But I mean, I do want to add that I feel like the choices in those 3 being face up somewhat mitigate that, and that was a good change. That I think is definitely a good change.
Yeah, that was good. All right, Zinta's general overall feelings, since you've never played the game. Go for it, man.
I like it. I think that like there's some the complexity of like the individual, like I feel like a lot of your points are from the tiles rather than from the static scoring.
Yes, and that
to the point where like I don't even know if you need the static scoring. It's fine that it's there. I just don't know if it wasn't there, would you miss it? I guess is what I'm kind of trying to say.
Yeah, I mean, so far, like the game started without it, and people kept running into points in time where they would have like
they couldn't do anything.
One
so
dead die face.
Okay.
So they're like, oh yeah, I definitely need this yellow, but the other one, I don't care what it is. So these give you a way to be like, okay, I have a yellow. Like I was able to eke out an extra point here because I know I needed this red, and then I didn't. I was like, okay, then I need to put something next to this. Oh, if I get a purple, I can put the purple here. And actually, I could have put it here and not gotten a minus point. I was just being dumb. And this gets me an extra point for my commercial. So now not only did I score this red, but I also now 1 extra point up on it, on quote unquote everybody else. So
I see that.
The end game scoring kind of becomes this what my brain is cuts, lots of cuts, 1,000 cuts. You know what I mean? That razor thin margin of like, ooh, I can eke out 1 or 2 or 4 more points here, and that maybe gets me the game. I have seen games that like people are very, very close on their blueprints, and it just comes down to, okay, how well did you do on this other mini game that you had to be keeping in your head the whole time?
Gotcha. Okay, yeah, that's fine. Okay, yeah, I can appreciate a little more. I guess I feel like I almost never had the tiles. I almost always had tiles I wanted, basically dice pips that I wanted.
Yeah.
And I don't know if that's good. Have you tried any versions where like every face just has a pair, and like there'd be 6? Well, 6. Okay, so there's 6 colors, right?
Yep.
So 6 by 6 is 36. So 6 dice, 6 unique dice, or maybe sticker dice or something like that. That would cover all the combos.
Right. So, hither up to this point, there have been because I'm trying to aim for this to be as good playing at 2, 3, and 4 players. So at the very beginning, every single die just had 1 color on each face. And that worked fine at 4 players, but horribly at 3 and 2 players. So then I changed it so that every single side of the die was a hybrid, and had 2 colors on all of them. And it was like that for quite a while. But I was starting to get the same feedback that you just gave, which was people were kind of feeling like I can always basically get what I want. So that was this newest change where this die, 2 of the sides have these the 3s, but the other sides have only 3 of the other sides are only single, which means there's going to be some times where it's like it's just a green. That's it. Like you're going to be stuck with that.
Right.
And also this side is basically just a red or get one of these. So it's kind of a single side also, even though it looks like a hybrid side. So it could be that these 3s are just too good. And they are a product of me trying to kind of keep a very specific ratio, and I could muddle with the die a little bit more and see if I can keep that ratio and not have the 3s, but instead have like 2 more doubles or something like that. But
what's this going to look like in physical copy? Is it going to be pens or?
Yeah, it's pencils in physical copy, not these tiles, because you never know how many tiles you're gonna need. So I would need to,
Right.
I need to ship, like 30 of each of
Well, I
these
mean,
little
if you
tiles or
had
something like
just a
that.
bag of tiles and then players just drafted tiles, that would work. But then you'd be back where you started with the random colors, random
Right.
single color.
Right. Then people
choices.
are like really, really getting random colors and they're just having to deal with it, as opposed to here where you're like specifically drafting the dice. And
Right.
like I will say, like, depending on how many players, that feeling can vary drastically. Because in a 2-player game, there's only 4 dice getting rolled, so you're getting kind of shafted a lot more often. And actually, in a 4-player game, there's so many other players drafting that you can also kind of feel like you're getting, like, there's more times where you're not the first player or the second player, So I think 3-player is probably where that is the most apparent, I guess, is what I'm trying to say there. But it is something that I'm still definitely working on, is like, okay, what exactly do these dice look like that...
Could you just have a deck of 36 cards? Like 36 little mini cards, and then you just deal out 6 and players draft them or whatever, and then that's just your domino, and you have to color it in.
It's possible.
The only reason I bring it up is because if you have a choice of like 3 dice, you have 1, 2, 3 possible combinations. And if one of them's a double die, then you have 6 combinations. And if you have a triple die, then you have like a bajillion combinations. So like, it just might be that like with the triples and the doubles, it's very easy to get what you're looking for, because like this is 3 by 3 by 2. So so these 2 have 9 possible combinations, and then these 2 have 6, and these have 6. So we're up to 21 combos. That's a lot of choices.
Right.
Right.
And which may, like, I think maybe the next step then is like, I'm thinking of sticking with the die, because I do like having the nice part of this is they are very specifically weighted for the ratio of all of these, and you can just go, okay, if it's a 2-player game, grab 2 gray dice and 2 white dice and go, and if it's a 3-player, you get this. And like, it setup wise, it feels a little more in theme for me, I guess.
Okay.
And I guess you could hypothetically get the exact same thing out of cards.
The cards would be cheaper too and lighter.
I'm just thinking through like
tossing it out. Just tossing it out there.
It's just like mathematically, as you go through a deck of cards, the odds start to change. Unless
you could reshuffle it
you're reshuffling every single time, which then adds time to the game. So
Okay.
and that, not necessarily saying that as a bad thing. I'm more saying that as a consideration of like, is that desirable or not? Which I don't have an answer to. I'd have to like actually think that through.
Sure.
And it's definitely worth thinking through. Of the cards are cheaper, and maybe...
You would be the second person who I've convinced to remove dice from their game and add cards.
Yeah, the downside being I like dice.
Okay.
Yeah, and I will throw my hat in the cards are worse than dice in a numerical standpoint as well, because if the goal is for this to be available to a broader age group, you will always know if you're missing a die. You have to count the cards every time to know you didn't miss some, and cards get lost a lot easier than dice get lost. And if a card is missing, then an individual card is less of an issue than the whole die, but you know a die is missing.
Right.
You know to go looking for it.
Right. You're like, wait a second, we only have 7 dice. We don't have 8. What the fuck? Yeah.
And then to have all those cards and all of the tile cards is a lot of different card pieces that take up space.
Right. That is the nice thing about die. Compact. That is worth thinking through, though, of I was maybe a little
just the mold is expensive, right?
well, because there's so many colors, it's going to have to be screen printed.
Oh, okay.
I talked
So
with
it's just
like
blanks with screen printing. Okay.
right. I talked with a guy who does this sort of like coloring of dye and all of that sort of thing, and they were like, you literally will not be able to mold this, because the way that they would do this color is they would like have a thing that the dice sits in, and they would have to physically cover over the other points, spray it with the yellow, and then physically cover over that, and then spray it with the black, and then physically cover it over with the purple, and then spray the purple, and it's like, oh shit, yeah, that's be hella expensive to manufacture. And then they were like, or you could just screen print it. And
I think screen printing is still a fair bit of effort.
no,
here,
it's still a fair bit of effort, but it's considerably less effort than that. And there's only 2 types of dye, so it brings it down also there, and
Okay.
so that is, at least currently, I'm going to be reaching out to manufacturers actually in the next like week or two, and giving them very specific, like, I need dice that are exactly this size with these exact sides to them. I have this many clear mylar hexagons that have this printed on them at this size, this many, like, I'm going to be going through, like, I've done kind of the like general vague estimates and gotten kind of like, okay, it's probably going to be in the like MSRP of like around $40 or $50, but getting into the actual nitty gritty of like,
Wait, so it's like a pile of hex cards, sheets of paper.
Yeah, it'll be like pads of paper. Yeah,
6 pencils.
Yeah, I mean, I will probably do like 12 pencils, so there's like two of each color or something like that.
Okay, sure.
Yeah.
Huh.
So it'll be
that the value proposition, I feel, is a little bit high at 50 for me.
Yeah, it was like low 40s, and I'm just kind of like, that was also a year ago that I got that estimate, so
okay,
it's a grain of salt. The big problem is the mylar sheets are just expensive to make. They have to do a custom die for the size.
It's going to be clear. Oh, so it has to be clear?
Yeah, it has to be clear, because you can flip these, and this is different than this is different than this.
But you could just have double-sided printed cards.
Yeah, but then it's really, really hard to lay it on top of and do the like, okay, this can layer on top of this, and I can put this here, and that'll score this, and this will score that.
Okay, so you're trying to help players that
it is some people like you or me or William could totally play this game with opaque tiles and have no problems. I have played with very many like medium weight gamers who
it's not even that. Some people have better mental spatial reasoning.
They can barely do it with the clear tiles.
Gotcha. Okay.
So I'm giving people as many opportunities as they can, even if it means it's going to cost an extra $3 or $4 or $5.
Okay.
It'll be worth it. I promise it will be worth it. Right.
Yeah, my only concern is that you'll be competing with things like cartographers.
Right, which is one of the many things that fed into this. Like there's a little bit of cartographers. There's a little bit of it just popped out of my head. King Domino. There's a little bit of Sushi Go actually in there also. Like there's a lot of different kind of insights that all kind of mush together into this one game that is, it's I personally feel like, obviously, it's different enough from cartographers. I love cartographers. It's really fun, but I've gone back and played cartographers after this and been like, oh yeah, this is like a pretty freaking different game.
Sure.
And there are a lot of cool things that I think could happen if this does end up being successful. You could go,
I'm not denying the coolness. I am concerned with the price point. Because I think when I bought cartography it was 25, and now I'm looking at it at like 18. So it's at 50 specifically. I think this is a tougher.
Well, and that's like the last time I think it was like 42 or something was about where it was, and that was a year ago. So my assumption is that with tariffs and all of that, that
I would encourage
you.
I would encourage you to also get a quote on like 36 mini cards instead of dice, and then like whatever square cards instead of the plastic hexes, and just to see what the lowest possible price point could be for the experience, just to check, just to see.
Right. I mean, the thing is, it's also
half?
Right. It's also not going to be 36 cards because that's how many unique combos there are. But there are in these blueprints, there are considerably more red than there are black. It's like a ratio of like 6-1 on either spectrum. It's like 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 basically. It's not, but it's close to that. So that deck would probably have to be a full 54 cards.
So 6 times as many reds in the goals deck
than there are. If you're counting individual hexes on inside of this, like this is 3 reds and 2 yellows, whereas this is 2 black. There are almost 6 times as many reds throughout because most of the red scoring conditions are 3 or 4, and most of the gray scoring conditions are 2 or 3. So
I mean, you could just replicate the dice faces then.
Right. It would have to be something like that, of replicating the dice faces.
That would work. The only reason I brought up having the pairs is because I think it would reduce the number of options players have, and that would lead itself to more interesting decisions. Lower scoring games, but more interesting decisions. That's kind of where I'm at. So
no, and that's possible of like literally forcing people to choose this is the domino that you are going to place.
Right.
Yeah, like here is a blue yellow, go place it somewhere on your tile and make it fit into the puzzle. And
do you find that most of the thinking time is spent at the picking or after the picking?
It's usually at the picking. People usually like while everyone else is kind of picking, people are like thinking through and they're like, okay, I need a red and I need a blue. Okay, can I get a red and blue? Okay, I can only get a blue. Okay, can I figure out a way to put that blue there and put a green off in the other direction, and then I can come back and do the red and connect that to this purple. Okay, yeah, I can make it work. Good. All right. Okay, I'll take a red.
Are you gonna have any variations on the city layout?
That is the next step of like, I know this works and I know this end game scoring works. As it gets closer and closer to the crowdfunding stage, I'll probably come up with like, as like a initially Kickstarter exclusive and then available in my shop as a separate buy later on, a slightly different shaped map, and maybe like extra end game scoring of like, oh, now the red scoring is XYZ and blue scoring is ZYX, and like so okay, we're gonna, this is kind of the base game, and then like a mini expansion that's like, all right, it's a really, really long city that's only like 3 wide, but it's 20 long or something like that, or maybe it's U-shaped, or we can definitely do like different shaped cities and different end game scoring, which is kind of like all right, now that we got all of the other parts working, what are some extra fun add-ons that we can to make the replayability even more so off of there. I mean, there's 104 of these tiles.
That's a lot.
Yeah, it's a lot. I had it at half of that amount, and you ended up actually seeing a lot of the same tiles, and it kind of started to feel very samey quickly, and I just doubled everything and was like, now it doesn't feel like that at all. You like it feels very good of like, you'll recognize like 1 or 2 tiles as you're going through, like, oh yeah, this one, yeah, I know that one, okay, cool. But for the most part, you're like, oh yeah, this is an interesting puzzle every single time, which is what I was going for. But yeah, it's also part of the cost cost of like figuring out exactly how many Mylar sheets are they can they do in one load. You know, like if they're like, oh yeah, we can do 100 per sheet, then I'm like, all right, I'll get rid of 4. I'm not like stuck on
Right.
104. It's just like that's where I'm at right now, and I can rebalance if need be. If they're like, oh, there's 90 per sheet. All right, cool.
I think my concern would be that the people who would benefit from the Mylar sheets might not like this game as much to justify always including the Mylar sheets.
Mm-hmm.
Do you see what I'm saying? So I would just get more playtests and talk to more people.
Yeah.
Get more feedback.
Yeah, it's also more just like it is part of the hook too, in that not many people have done that sort of thing. I mean, I can think of like maybe 3 or 4 games off the top of my head that use clear tiles effectively, and purposefully. And I
mean,
think,
could you just have them be like cut out cardboard, and just like you just lay the cardboard, like you acquire the tile and just lay it on top of your area?
I don't see how, but maybe.
I don't know. I'm just throwing things out there.
No. Yeah, I like the outside of the box thinking of like, what is
Yeah.
the best way to
Deliver this experience.
Deliver this experience in the clearest fashion, but also the most economic, because it is definitely part of the the hook, you know. Awesome. Well, thank you for playing. This is a successful test of this new chicanery. Definitely, I definitely think I need to start mucking with these die just a little bit more. Because yeah, I think that those 3 furs are they're just too good. And they just make the math all sorts of wonk. Anyway, if you're still watching, please like and subscribe. Comment down below games you'd like to see us play, or games that you're working on and you want to come and play them with us. You can go and sign up for the Discord. Join us, hang out with us. You'll get some feedback. We would love to give you feedback and would love to play your game. One of these days, get you on here. And also, there should be a link in the description for the newsletter that will send out, hey, the game is ready to go. And then you should go to that link and support it there. Anyway,
Cool.
That's enough for me. Thank you so much for watching. Until next time, we'll see ya. Bye-bye.